Welcome to TK NoCo Auto Talk. I am Kay.
I'm T.
And today we've got something really, really special for you. We're looking at the 2024 Ford Bronco Raptor.
We're going to take a look inside of our garage right here and unleash something super amazing. I'm so excited about this. I talked about this in my previous video. If you haven't seen it yet, What I Drive Part 1. I can't believe this is actually happening right now, so I'm super stoked.
Yeah, she gets to test out her dream vehicle.
Yes, we're gonna take a look on the exterior, look on the interior, and give our thoughts, give our impressions, and we hope you guys like it. Alright, Kay, so here it is.
Here it is.
The 2024.
In all its glory.
Yes, in all of its glory. 2024 Ford Bronco, guys. Raptor. Like, ever since this vehicle came out, I think 4 years ago.
Yeah, 21 is the first year, yeah.
Yeah, or the speculation about it. So 2021. Again, I just have a love for Ford performance. And when they had the F-150 Raptor, I always wanted to get one of those. Haven't gotten one yet. And then this baby came out because I also had a Bronco. I also had an F-150. So I've had two of their, at least base models of their vehicles, and now they've got performance versions. And we have one here. Not mine yet, but we have one here, and I'm super, super excited about it. So we just wanted to kind of like dive into some details, give you an overview. Give our thoughts and opinions, maybe things we like and don't like, and hopefully you guys will share your thoughts and opinions on this vehicle as well. So what we have here, Kay, I think this vehicle is a 3.0 liter V6 EcoBoost. I think it's riding on 17-inch wheels with 37-inch tires. Monster tires. Makes it really, really nice. Of course, we've got it in the Oxford white, which again I would still say is a classy choice, especially paired against the black trim.
Yeah, the contrast of the black and white, that's what does it for me.
Yes, I love the contrast. Personally, I don't know that I would actually get this in the white. I think I would go with another bolder color. But again, black and white, tuxedo, like you can't beat that, right? Like it's like doing black and pink. Some color combinations just go really well together. What are some other things on here that stand out to you as far as like features, aesthetics? What do you like?
Off the bat, I like the grille, the classic Bronco look. You got the LED headlights with the DRLs that run into the grille, which is really awesome. Mm-hmm. I love the addition of the, I'll call them Raptor lights.
Raptor lights. Might as well call them Raptor lights. I think everybody knows what these are known for because of the Ford Raptor kind of set that trend. Even though I think these style lights existed in the grills of vehicles before that, but right. I think the Raptor really set it off and made it its own thing.
Yeah.
So,
obviously, I like how rugged it is. It's got the tow hooks.
Yep.
I like the addition of the extra lights at the bottom.
Rigid industry fog lights, very nice touch.
Yeah, straight from the factory. So
yep.
I mean, saves you some time there.
Yep, and money.
But yeah, the styling it's unmatched.
Unmatched, agreed. And then, as we kind of go up here to the top of the hood, we've got Raptor here on the side. We've got active vent grills up here for releasing some of the heat that's produced by the engine. So that's really nice. And the vents on the side as well. So some air can escape out of there, keep the engine bay cool. So I'm sure this thing probably gets really hot.
I like the gargantuan fender flares. That, takes it to another level. You have active vents on the side, which is classic. It helps with cooling, obviously. And it looks insane. I don't know if the video's doing it justice, but in person, it's a piece.
100%. All right, guys, so I'm super excited. We have, again, the 2024 Ford Bronco Raptor. Again, I talked about this as my dream vehicle in my last video. Make sure to check that out, What I Drive Part 1. But yeah, we're just gonna do a little walk around of the vehicle, point out some features and things that I find that I like or interesting, things that stand out. So obviously the first thing I think that you notice when you see this vehicle. Not only do you see the large Baja style fender flares, give it that nice wide body look, but this guy is sitting on 37-inch BF Goodrich all-terrain tires that are wrapped around 17-inch forged beadlock wheels. I love the way that these wheels look. Classic, classy, tough, aggressive. Just a nice finish to the vehicle, gives it an overall good looking touch. Also, if we go up here to the top near the hood, we're here on the fender here. We've got active vent grills. So these will vent the engine bay, because we know that 3.0 liter V6 will probably likely in this vehicle get very, very hot, and we want to make sure the engine stays cool.
Especially if you drive in sport mode more often than not.
Because yes, that is exactly what I would do. Tell you that 15 miles per gallon combined city and highway will quickly drop down to 5. But sport mode is, again, I always say it, where it's at. Coming up here to the top, we continue with those active vent grills up here as well to give more space for that air to come out. We've also got Raptor nicely engraved up here on the top, and it's raised up, give it a nice texture. That looks so, so cool. What do you think, Kay?
I think there's nothing that compares. It's one of the best looking vehicles on the road.
Wait, can you say that one more time?
Nope.
What? One more time?
The contrast with the black and the white, I don't know if I would necessarily get it in white, but I do appreciate the styling of it.
Yeah, and I agree with you on the white. I myself, I think I said this earlier, not really sure that I would also get this in white, but I do love this contrast. I would probably go with one of their other colors, probably blue, because it is my most favorite color. But yeah, blue or black, definitely not red. I'm not a fan of red, but if I only had to pick and I had to get white, I would be okay with it.
Right, you can live with that.
Not a bad choice. So as we come around here to the front, we've got this lovely Ford grille that we have all come to know and love, I am sure. It says Ford in nice bold letters across the front. Kay did mention the other day it'd be really cool if it said Raptor, which I totally 100% agree with. However, I'm sure that there is some aftermarket kit you could get out there that says that, or maybe says anything else you might want it to say. We've also got our classic Raptor lights across the front. And then we come over here to our integrated, essentially, LED headlights with DRLs. Super nice touch. I love the way these look. It's just like the power button. Just turn it on,
I didn't think of that. It totally does look like a power button.
Yes, I just love it. I don't know what it is when these lights are on. It just sings to me.
And I do like that they're not your typical white daytime running lights.
Yes.
I like that they went with the amber color, and it sticks out. It makes it look way more aggressive.
Yep.
And I'm here for it.
Yep, same, me too. And then as we kind of continue down to the front bumper here, we've got our very, very sturdy tow hooks. This thing could probably, I don't know how many pounds it could tow out, but I'm sure it can get just about almost any vehicle out of any situation, or maybe a tree stump. I don't know. We're not going to try that out today, of course, but it would be kind of cool to see what this thing could actually do. Going down to the lower part, of course, we've got our skid plate to keep that lower portion of your engine nice and protected from any rocks and debris, because that's very important. Even just on a regular highway driving, you got to have that. Coming back up here, we've also got Rigid Industries LED fog lights. I have to say I have these on my Tacoma TRD Pro, and those fog lights are amazing. Very good visibility at night, raining conditions, foggy conditions. Just to have them on, they just look sick.
And they come like that from the factory.
Yes, this is all stock from the factory on this vehicle, which is super cool because you do not have to do a lot of upgrades or changes up front unless you necessarily want to, which of course it's nice that anything can be customizable, right? I like those features. But this is stock for almost $98,000. I take it. So then kind of as we continue around, we've got our LED lights here on the mirrors for your turn signals and your parking lamps, which is actually really, really cool as well. Just brighter the better, more visibility, people can see you. And then we've got a running board down here too. This is actually, did you know this, Kay? This is actually removable. Which is
I just learned that, yeah. It's, if you need a couple of extra inches of ground clearance, maybe you decide to climb over some rocks after all, you can take those off and make it happen.
Yep. And then coming back here on our rear fender flares, we've got some rock guard protection up here. Again, I think Ford thought really nicely about that, because you think from the front, projectile likely to hit here, and you've got some protection just in case that happens, so you don't get this all chewed up with little rock chips. So that's kind of cool. And then we've got our rear mud flap on the back. Not as low, maybe won't do as much for you for people behind you, but it's there anyway. I don't think if it was longer, it probably wouldn't look as good, so it's probably good to be that short. Continuing to the back, we do have a full-size tire, so in the event of any breakdowns, you know, you blow a tire out, something like that, you've got a nice full-size spare here, which is key. Have to have that. And again, just classic throwback to the original Bronco. You would see those on the full-size Broncos. So
yeah, it's good to see that. I mean, it's almost like encouraging people to take this out,
yes,
and do some stuff with
yes,
it. You know,
do
it's
some stuff. I don't care that you almost paid $100,000.
It can
take it out and break it.
Yeah. And then come buy more parts from us.
Come buy more parts. Get it dirty, you know? Zhuzh it up. LED tail lamps. These are also very nice and bright. I do like this, so keeping the form and the safety in mind. And they just also look really, really cool. I like the shape and the design of those.
Get that Raptor badge in there.
Yes. Tow hooks here on the back. And of course, he mentioned the Raptor badge. So this thing is, you know, out the gate, I mean, out of the packaging, it's pretty well set up to just go out camping, do some overlanding. I mean, you can take this anywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about, like, it's nearly $100,000, right? And for the average citizen, that's a lot of money, and they're not gonna go.
You're talking almost like a $2,000 car payment.
Yeah, so it's like you want it to last, right?
Yes.
But I mean, it's built like it's ready to go.
Yeah,
so,
ready to go.
It's like I said before, it's like begging you to take it out. It doesn't want to be a garage princess, you know, like take me out, get me dirty. I like it.
And then I think one last thing I really just want to point out for the exterior, we do have the hard top. I am a fan of the hard top. I'm not so much of a fan of the soft tops. This just is more durable, especially for here in Colorado with snow and hail. You know, this would stand up against a good hailstorm versus the soft tops, I think. Even though the soft tops are built very strong, and I think they have a nice rugged design, like they are durable, I just feel more confident in the hard top. And of course, this is removable, which is nice.
Yes, can't wait to take a look at that.
Take these off, yeah. So yeah, I think we'll probably pop in on the inside and see what we've got there and what stands out for us.
Sounds good. All right, so here we are in the interior of the 2024 Ford Bronco Raptor. And I gotta say, it's a nice place to be. It's got I believe it's a 12-inch display here with the Ford Sync system. One of the best in the business. Working in the dealership that me and T work in, we get in and out of a lot of vehicles. We mess with stuff, and this has got to be one of the better systems out there. It's got, as with the Raptor, it comes with all of your differential adjustments, your traction control, which come in handy if you're the adventurous type. And then down below, you can access your camera separately. It does have the 360-degree view. And so that comes in handy. This does have the auto start system, but you can turn that off with the push of a button. You got your parking sensors. And then up here in the gauges, it's fully digital. So you can go through, change stuff, go through all your options. It's not 100% customizable. You can't, you know, have whatever you want wherever you want it, like some higher end systems do, but you know, it does the job. I like that it shows you like what mode your steering is in, your suspension, your exhaust, so that's a pretty neat touch. And then obviously you've got your gauges. It shows you your temperatures and all that up there. One thing that I do like, and again, the attention to detail, you've got the Bronco symbol here on the gear select. But my favorite part is the little plaque you get here that mimics the grille of the Raptor that you're sitting in, which is insane. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is super cool. Very nice touch, and very nice that you actually pointed that out.
Yeah. And then carbon fiber, because it's not a performance vehicle if it doesn't have carbon fiber in it. You've also got some here on the steering wheel. And then they give you paddle shifters, which I drive a Jeep Grand Cherokee, nothing special, but it has paddle shifters, and I use them all the time for no reason at all. So that's really cool that's in here. You do have a little indicator here on your steering wheel, let you know when you're at straight, basically, which helps if you're planning on launching the vehicle. I don't know why you would do that, but
and why wouldn't you do that?
And then you've got your GOAT mode selector right here, so you can transfer it from normal to off-road, Baja, rock crawl. See, they want you to do it. And it's really cool that it gives you a little animation here in the gauge cluster when you switch modes.
Can you run through those modes again real quick?
Yeah, so I'll start here. Gives you sport mode. Then you've got tow haul. We got slippery, which in Colorado might come in handy. Let's see, normal, off-road, Baja. Look at that.
Yeah, I love their graphics. They did very good with that.
And then rock crawl, as soon as that goes away. Yeah, so it does change the readout a little bit. It goes to a digital speedometer on the side there. And then, like I said before, it shows you what mode all your different...
all of your gearing, basically,
Yeah.
and your suspension setups.
So,
And it changes on the fly.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It gives you, if you want to buy some aftermarket products to throw on your Ford Bronco Raptor, this one does control those rigid fog lights that T pointed out earlier. So we'll leave that on. And then, as you can see, we did take the roof off, so get that open air feel. And then this does a really cool thing. So let's say in the summer, when it's 90 degrees outside, 100 degrees outside, you can roll down the windows from your key fob, so that might come in handy.
I love convenience features like that.
Yeah, and that's
super nice.
Really something you only see on like higher end vehicles, Acuras, Mercedes, Lexus,
BMW,
stuff like that,
yeah.
BMW. So it's really cool that they offer it on a vehicle like this.
Yep.
Yep, Jeep doesn't do that.
Which is why you like the Bronco, sir.
It's growing on me.
Yep.
It doesn't give you like your, I don't know, a lot of vehicles have like the digital rear view mirror. You don't get that on this. I think it might come in handy if you are taking it off-road. You should be able to see, because you've got that big old tire in the back. Let's say you have a couple of friends in the back seat as well. Something like that might come in handy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You do get your normal convenience stuff, heated steering wheel, heated seats, no cold seats, but it's dual zone auto, so that's nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it for from the driver's seat.
Yeah, and I just want to point out too, all the little fun accents here. We've got Bronco across the front in the red as well, and all the red trim and accents, all your carbon fiber. Super cool.
Yeah, stitching on the seat.
Yep. So just very nice attention to detail and textures. Things like that, I think, really bring some style and class.
Yeah, and they even give you something you can, hook
accessory
up your GoPro.
ready. Yeah.
And it has a power outlet, so you don't have to run wires every which way. So that's really nice.
So I think they obviously did their research, consumer market research for what people like, especially when they're off-roading and you're hooking up your GoPro, you're hooking up your phone or your tablet to video where you're going or to have your map accessible. So they were, actively thinking about these things when they designed this truck.
Yeah, I think if you're somebody who is the adventurous type, maybe you're cross-shopping between the Wrangler Rubicon and a Ford Bronco, I think you'll be surprised to see how well this stacks up against the Wrangler. It's very well thought out. Anybody who is living that kind of lifestyle should be very pleased that Ford is taking such good care of it.
Yep, 100%. Well, okay, what do you think? Let's take this out of this our little garage shop and see what the outside brings us. So let's look at what makes this thing run, the heartbeat of this vehicle. This 3.0 liter V6, 10-speed automatic transmission.
Yep.
I believe we got 418 horsepower at 440 foot-pounds of torque. So yeah, I mean, I'd say this thing's a beast. Like as big as it is, it can definitely haul some butt.
Yeah, and it sounds amazing. On cold start, you can hear it. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
You can hear the turbos winding up, which is really cool. I'll throw in a clip of the exhaust sound so you guys can hear it.
Yeah.
But it's buttery smooth, very, what can't you say about it?
Yeah, I mean, I have no complaints. I mean, this is seems to be a very solid engine and transmission. It just sounds really cool. It looks really cool here under the hood. You can definitely see putting on cold air intake, things like that.
Yeah, step number one, intake.
Yes, 100%. I do like they've got the Ford Performance up here on the sound barrier, which is really cool. So just these nice little touches, just to put a little smile on your face, I think. It's like, oh, look at that. That's kind of neat.
Just like nice little reminders that you're in something special.
Yep. And then it is a performance vehicle.
Yeah.
It's not your average run-of-the-mill, standard Ford Bronco, right?
Yeah, exactly. They, on the back with the tire holder, you can see Raptor in the rearview mirror. So I was looking at that earlier, like, why is it backwards?
Again.
But it's so that you can see it in the rearview mirror because they don't want you to forget.
Yeah. Again, it's these little touches, attention to detail. Those are things that I really like about automakers when they create something and then they want to enhance it and make it special.
Right.
It's the little things like that, those little Easter eggs. Kind of like with Jeep, as you mentioned Jeep earlier.
Yeah.
They have those Easter eggs of the different like iguanas and things like that, I think, that you can find in the vehicle, which I've looked in some Jeeps. I can't find them, but, they're there somewhere. But I think stuff like that is really cool because when you find it as the owner, you're like, oh my God, that's so neat.
So, look at that.
Yeah, it's totally cool.
But yeah, it's super smooth, really great. They're 3-liter EcoBoost, tried and true.
Yep.
It's probably their most popular motor, I think.
Yep. Very solid. I mean, you don't really need much more, much less than that. I think it's just spot on.
It's the perfect mix of everything.
Yep, exactly.
You've got the performance, you've got the off-road capability, you've got, I want to say, efficiency, because that's the whole reason behind the
EcoBoost, right?
But at like 15 miles a gallon.
Yeah, not great. I mean, if it was getting 20 miles a gallon, I would be like, all right, that is efficient enough for this kind of vehicle. But 15, I mean, that still kind of takes me back to my 87 Bronco or my 95 F-150, or any truck or SUV, basically.
So just be sure if you're going off-road to have a spare gas can.
Yes, take your spare gas cans for sure. I will say, we mentioned earlier about the heat. This is hot, and it's a hot day, but you can feel this. This is hot.
Yeah.
This is completely engine heat coming out of here, not ambient temperature.
Exactly. Yeah, it's hot under here for sure.
So, any final thoughts on it?
On a whole, I love it. It's impressive. It's hard not to be impressed by it.
Yeah.
Even if, like, I'm not a Ford guy, nobody in my family drives Fords. Like, we're just not those people.
Yes.
But this one, it gets your attention for sure.
Yeah, I give this definitely a 20 out of 10. So it is up there, and I can't wait till the day where I can own one of these. Hopefully when that comes around, they're still around. I don't know. Or maybe it'll be a classic at that point. But yeah, I am very impressed with this vehicle, and I do wish this was something we could take out and really see what it's capable of on some trails. But, you know, we can't do that. But it is available here at Clear Shift in Loveland. So if anybody's looking for a sweet pre-owned vehicle with low miles, take advantage of that depreciation from that new vehicle MSRP.
Yeah, somebody else has already paid it for you.
Yep, somebody else has already paid it for you. So this is here, guys.
Well, awesome, T. Thanks for showing us around the Bronco Raptor. I know it's your dream vehicle.
Yes.
Now you got to
Yes.
spend a little time with it. So
Yes.
that's kind of cool. I don't know. I never got the chance to spend time with my dream vehicle, so that's kind of cool.
Hopefully you will get that chance in
One
the
day.
future.
That's why we work.
It's
right?
gonna come, dude. It's coming. Yeah.
But awesome. Well, thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.
Yep. See you guys on the next one. Catch you on the road.